Hello, this is ResilanBearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program and our Apollo series Let's Play. We are today, let's start with what we did in the last episode. In the last episode, we built these. We now have hydrogen fuel rods, and we can actually power Icarus using hydrogen fuel rods. We will stop using energetic graphite. In fact, we'll put the last of the energetic graphite in here. When that's finished up, we will be using these fuel rods. So that's the next source of power, and that gives him a lot more power to go around and do things with. Now it is using up titanium that we imported from our other planet. And while we're building that, this is the hydrogen that is coming in here. It is using up all of the hydrogen right now to build those things. In fact, it's not running them at 100%. We will fix that soon. But before we get to fixing that, we're going to do something else. So in today's episode, what we're going to do is we are going to build graphene. We're going to go through the process and build graphene. So the graphene requires, in order to do that, we need sulfuric acid. And so sulfuric acid is going to require the refined oil that we have coming in here right now, and it requires stone and water. So we have a lake right here. We have water. Stone is, if I look around and find where some stone is, there's some stone right over there. So I'm going to build this right in this area right here. We'll probably fill in some area right over in here and for our build. And then we're going to take this and build out our next part of this and what we want to do. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is some terrain modification, and we will increase the size of this. We're going to put that in here, this in here, this in here, using up some of our soil pile. We'll put that in there. We will stick that in there. Alright. So that gives us some places to work right there. Now, the ratios that we have to deal with here for sulfuric acid is I need 6 of the refined oil per second. I need a little more than 6. I need 8 per 8. That's 6 per 6 seconds. I need 1 per second. I need 1.25 per second of stone, and I need 0.23 of water. So the ratios are sort of interesting, to say the least. So what we're going to do, though, is come right down through here, and I am going to... Oh, there we go. We have now geothermal extraction. That'll be a... that works on a lava planet. Doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now. Let's get some more research in here. Just anything we can do with red. Let's go and see what upgrades we can do. With just red things, I believe there are some things we can do. Not those. Nothing in that category. But I do believe there's some things down here. We can do vertical construction. We can't do that one. We can't do that, but we can do distribution range. Neither of those. Veins utilization, I think we already have. Yes. We can't do the next one. So that's some of the things here. Inventory capacity, mechanical frame, mecha core, universe exploration. Okay, we've got all of those. Now let's see what else we can do. Here, we can do the Tech 2 or Mark II proliferator. That will be an item that we can do. We can't do any of that. So we're getting close to the end. I think if not to the end of what we can do with just red and blue. So we are unlocking the last few items here that we can do. That can be done on the Sailor Orbit. Not that I am ready to do anything with that, but we'll go ahead and queue it up just so that we have something running. Might as well be using the time to build something. And while we've got that done, we will now bring this... I will eventually take that buffer out. I'm going to redo that buffer. Let's see. I don't have enough of the... I've only got 2 of these items, so I do have plenty in my inventory thanks to my logistics drones, and they will shortly be bringing me more. Alright, we're going to run this out here, down through here, just like this. I'm going to bring it to here, and we're going to bring it right down through here. Alright, that will be my refined oil coming down through there. Now we need stone, and we're going to have to come over here and get some stone. So let's come get some stone. Right now I'm just going to bring a full belt. That's not going to be 100% efficient, and I'll bring more later, but it'll get us started for what we want. So I've got some of these. Let's see here. And that already gets 6, which really is all I need. And then let's see, that's 7. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Let's do the belts, and we will bring this belt out here. And let's see. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to bring this down here like this. We'll side load that in like that. Let's go ahead and get the power sitting between the two of them so that they're running. And let's see where we want to be on this line. Before it gets there. Nice, right before one hit it. So what I want to do is be on this line right here for the stone, and I need more stone than I do the acid. So let's bring it in on this line here, and that's right where I'm at. Very good. So we'll take this across here, fill that in, running this back right over through here. As you can see, I've got drones delivering me more belts. Got the belts set to keep 600 in my inventory at all times. Okay, and so this is just going to come right down through here. Now that's going to be that's where I'm going to put those items. Now, what I need in order to do this, I'm going to need, I believe I need chemical plants. And I don't have any chemical plants on me, so let's go over here and get some chemical plants, because I do have them producing over here. Right here. Yes, I do. And I don't need anywhere near that many, so we'll take 8 of them for right now. And back in here. Alright. So, what we want to do is put a row of chemical plants down here, and we are going to see that right there. They got all kind of inputs on both sides. Alright, there is my first chemical plant, and that's a milestone. There is my second chemical plant. And let's see here. Okay, I'm going to just do 2 of them for now. And this is going to be producing graphene. I'm going to need a lot of graphene. That'll be graphene. Alright. Chemical plant. Very good. Now I'm going to need water coming in here. So I'm going to, one of the things I am going to do is some more terrain modification. This time I'm not going to use as big of a item here, but I am going to put in this right here. This right here. Just kind of fill this in down here, give us a little bit of room to work, like that. There we go. Now then, with that in place, now I'm going to come right in this area right over here. I'm going to build some, I need water plants. Now, do I have what I need to build water plants? I don't know if I'm building water plants over here. Actually, it looks like I am. So this right here is a water pump. And I don't have any water pumps in my inventory. Now I do. So we'll bring those over here. And we will put in and install a water pump. So this right here has to, you need liquid resources. Well, that is liquid resources. What are you talking about? Like that. That's the way it wants to go. So we're going to put 1 there and 1 there. I think 2 for now will do it. And what we're going to do is the belt for the water needs to be on this line right here. Yep, and that comes out there. And then this will come right down through here. Like that right there. And then we will get in our inventory and grab a stack of these. And we need water coming in. And water coming in here. And we're going to need stone and that. Stone and that. And let's see. Okay, that's going to produce graphene. And then what I want to do is I want the graphene to come out on a belt. And we'll bring the graphene right down to here like this. And what I want to do then is take a storage. I kind of want to build one of these Mark II storages. I think I'm going to need lots of graphene. Well, actually, I don't have the capacity to build lots at the moment anyway, so never mind. There we go. Alright, and then for the graphene, right now let's plan on doing 10 stacks of graphene. Now I've got to do something else with the graphene later, but for now this will do, as I just putting the graphene in here. What am I going to be building with the graphene? This is where I'm going to be building. I need the particle containers, so I'm going to need copper and the other components to come in here. These are needed in order to build some of the other items. Now we'll need plastic in order to build reinforced thrusters, and this requires reinforced thrusters. Or is it thrusters? That looks to me like that's thrusters, not the reinforced thrusters. Yeah, that's this one right here. So that's just steel and copper. I'm already making those. The logistics drones, I don't remember if I'm making those or not, but I think I might be. I think I may be making those already. So I just need these in order to make the towers. See, this is, I'm trying to get to where I can make the planetary towers, these right here. And I need lots of circuit boards, lots of titanium, and I need these magnetic things. Now I've already got titanium over here for feeding into, for building the power cells, so I can put this stuff in here. That'll do for now, and then I'll bring it around here when the time comes. Okay, with that being the case, let's get this set up. And we will have this automated. So first things first, we'll put in one there, and this will bring one there as well. Alright, that should hook everything up, and that should start producing graphene. And then we want to bring that out to here and bring that out to here. It should produce the graphene. Let's see. It needs... oh no, wait a minute. This is sulfuric acid. Whoops. I am a step ahead of myself. Okay. Let's see. This right here is instead going to produce... alright, vertical research things. There we go. This is sulfuric acid. This is also sulfuric acid. Okay. So everything's coming in except the water, and that would be because I don't have water. I don't have the power for the water. We put that right there. That should power the water pumps. We should see water coming down the line. Yes, we do. And that's going to do sulfuric acid. Now, so from sulfuric acid, that's only step one. Step two is I got to build the graphene, and that requires energized graphite and sulfuric acid. So what I want to do here is, let's look at where we're at. We need coal. Where's any coal at? There is literally no coal anywhere around. It is way over here. So, well, might have been a better place to build this up in here. Crude oil, coal, and stone. And in fact, I may end up moving it over here, because I'm going to have issues with it otherwise. But I've got the refined oil that I've got to do something with. I've got the stone already in here. I've got the water in here. I'm creating the sulfuric acid. So now I need coal. There's coal up here. I'm just going to belt it. It'll be a long way. I'm bringing it anyway. Let's see. So since I've got to bring coal down here, let's see. Going back to here. I need energized graphite and sulfuric acid. Alright, we'll leave that right there. Just let that run. Let's see. For the sulfuric acid, let's let it build up. Let's just let that go. Alright, let's go get this coal. Let me make sure I'm looking at that right. Yes, I am. That's right over here. Yeah, we got lots of coal here. So what we can do is we can set about doing some mining. And we will grab this right here and get 6 of these. There we go. We'll get 6 of those. That'll be plenty of coal for what we need. Bring that over here. Well, let's see, where do we have to take this thing? Let's see. We'll really take it over that way. Okay. There we go. Well, we will bring this out to here. Bring that down to here. And I am going to run this around the polar cap here for a ways. Right over to here. And then head south. Let's let the drones fill in the belt before we do anything else. While they're doing that, we might as well, let's get some power over here. This is where it's beneficial to have the power ring. So we'll come right here, come right here, come right here, and right there. That should power those things up. Look at there. We have coal headed down the line. Alright. Now then, we're going to go down to the next line and then head further toward our... So we'll come to here, we can continue all the way down to here in a straight line. Alright, distribution range is greater. We're just chewing through the research quickly. Now we'll head on over here to about right in here. Seems to be a good spot. I've got drones coming in here delivering more belts to me. Look at that. There they come. Nice. That gets me more belts. We'll get the coal down here in a moment just to build our thing. We are running coal a long way, but at this point it doesn't really matter. It doesn't cost anything other than the belts to do it with. Alright, and then we're going to come in here. Now let's see. I believe what I'm going to do is come right here and bring the coal in here. There we go. And what I will do is I will then take this right here, come to here, now that needs to be moved. Okay, and that's going to be interesting to try to move that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut that at the moment. We're going to bring this in here like this. We'll bring that in there like that. We will then take a storage container right here. We'll put it here. And we get that in there like that. And then we will bring that out like that. And then we will bring this in here like this so that that'll empty that way. And we will stack that up 3 high. And then I will take all of the refined oil I have here and drop it right in there. Let's drop that in there too. There we go. That will empty out. While that's emptying out, we can run this right down through here. Beautiful. Run that across here. And run it down through there. Okay. Now that I've got that in there, let's get the sulfuric acid coming out. Let's see. Let's do this right here. We will bring this over here. Bring that over there. And that should start dropping sulfuric acid out. It does. Now, the sulfuric acid, the next thing I need to do in order to make the graphene is I need energized graphite. That was, I didn't turn it into energized graphite. I've got to do that. Okay. And what we'll do here is I'm going to break this up right here because I want to put in a storage tank. I want to put it in right there. Once again, let's see if I can get it in here. It doesn't look like it's going to let me put it in there. So I tell you what, while this is empty, and it is empty, let's do this right here. Oh, I don't have enough belts. Oh, I should have some in my inventory. Yeah, I did. Let's speed this up. I'll take this right here. Okay. Yeah, that'll speed that up. Well, let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice. Very good. Okay, now that I've got that done, right in here, I need to build in... Oops. Well, that works. That was not my intent there, but that works. Okay, right here, I've got to build... and I think I'm going to do it right there. Let's build some construction. We need these, because we need to build energized graphite. And what I want to do is... we're going to take 6 of these. Yeah, but I don't want to go that way. There's the weirdness that it gets. I don't want to go that way either. So I want to go left to right. So I'll tell you what I'll do. There's plenty of room here. We will take 6 of these things right here and do it this way. And what I will do is I'll take this belt and run it right down through there. And then I'll take this belt and run it right down through here and go back out of there with energized graphite. So we take that right there, that right there. We take this and we tell it we want to do energized graphite. We copy all of that down. We get our power poles, and we're going to put one here, and one there, and then we need to put one there and one there. That will power that up, and now I've got energized graphite coming down through here, which is what I should have had before, because that's what I need for the next part of this. Now let's see if this is still emptying. It is emptying. It's about half empty, so we're doing pretty good here. We'll take that out. I don't want to pick those up. Let's see. Do I have enough space? This is an interesting question. No, I don't. I'm pretty low in space. So there's energized graphite. There's sulfuric acid coming down through here. Whoops, I've combined the lines. That's okay. So I still want that to come in there. So this is going to be my sulfuric acid. There we go. like that. Alright, now then, with that in place, we have the next part of this is the chemical plants here. And I want to kind of mirror the setup now. I want it to be on the same line. Right there. Nope. Okay. One there. One there. Alright, I've got two of these. Now, this thing requires, if I'm going to do graphene, it only requires 2 items. That's very good. But I think I've got something wrong, and I do. I really need to reverse these two, because it needs 3 of these and only 1 of these. So what's the ratio? How often does it need that? It needs the graphite. It's going to need 1 per second of the graphite. Okay. So with I can overcome that by just putting the Tech 2 belt out here, which honestly, given the layout of things, is probably the better thing to do. Or I could move all of this down a couple items, and I could run this on the other side. Let's do that. Okay, so there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over here like this. We're going to move it down just a little, all of it down a little bit. Take that out, take that out, take that out. Okay, now we're going to bring these things in here. And that one goes in there. That one goes in there. Oh, they're not going to line up, so never mind. Doesn't matter. Okay. That being the case, that is finally empty. There we go. Now then, what we do is we take this storage tank right here like that, and we stick another one up on top of it. There we go. There's that going in there. And we have this coming right down through here. And then what we'll do is we'll run this out down through here. And in fact, let's run it this way. No, let's actually run it this way. And what we'll do is we'll come here. I'm going to put a... I don't have enough items. Okay, let's build one of those. So what we're going to do is finish up here. We will build a storage facility here. And we are going to put this right down here. That's going to be for graphene. And right now what we're going to do is I am going to put... I'm not producing enough that's going to make any difference. So we'll put one of those right there. We will grab a power pole, stick it right there. And another one and stick it right there, and that's going to power everything up. And I'm putting no limits on the graphene. We're going to stack it up as many as will go in that building. Okay, so here we go. So we want this one coming in here, this one coming in here, this one in here, this one out of here. And then on this side we want right there and right there. And then that should be graphene. And we will then copy and paste that right there. And we now have graphene production. So, in this episode, we have achieved what we were looking for. We made some sulfuric acid, we made some graphene, and we have graphene automated. Now, the next step will be to build some of the... if we're looking at what we're doing, and our next step will be to build some of these particle containers. And with that in place, we should then be able to build a couple of the planetary logistics system. And once we have the planetary logistics system, we're going to tear most of this stuff down, especially most, and by most of it, I probably mean all of it, and redo it. We're starting to get some spaghetti. Things are not organized real well, and we will redo everything, getting it organized better. But that'll be for another episode. Right now, we'll be coming in here doing this, and yes, we do have some logistics drones being produced. They're certainly not running very fast, but they are running. They are out of circuit boards, and so we need to make another trip to the other planet and get some more circuit boards. So that'll be for the next episode. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.